So apparently when you record, it's a good idea to press the record button, which I failed to do the last time I tried to do this. This video is a little bit different. It's kind of just my inner monologue on the outside. I didn't plan to film this day. I didn't even know if my camera was in focus. There's kids screaming in the background. I'm pretty sure like 2 people just stood and watched me for a bit. It was very intimate for them. I just kind of released a lot of thoughts, and they're things that I'd like to share, and hopefully you get something out of it. Enjoy a little insight into my brain and what it thinks all the time. Love you. As time goes on and I heal more and spend more time with myself, I'm starting to learn that there are so many beautiful, beautiful parts of me that I just didn't see before. And maybe I knew they were there, maybe they were clouded by other things, or I was in a part of my journey where I was in a transformative phase or a changing phase, or a phase where I didn't have it all figured out yet. And it's hard to kind of see those kind parts of yourself when you feel like you're not doing enough, or you're unable to see the joy and the light in times. And at the moment I just feel, what do I feel? I just feel a lot at the moment. I'm currently in my second period of being sober. I tried it for the first time around February for about 6 weeks, and it went well, and I chose to kind of dabble back out of that again, and was really unhappy, made some choices I wasn't proud of, and realised that I don't like that version of myself that intentionally detaches myself from the world, because that's what my brain does when I'm overwhelmed. It incapacitates me, it dissociates me, it tries to quash me out of being present and being here. And I feel like my relationship with substances has done the same. And now I'm approaching 6 weeks sober again, and it feels like that landmark where it feels like a habit. It feels like I'm seeing the clarity, the joy, the energy for myself. I feel like I've got a new pair of eyes in my head. And it's not that I just woke up one day and suddenly felt like this. I have done so much work in therapy. I've been working so hard on myself, being so kind to myself, trying to remove the guilt that I've been working through, the shame I've been working through, being kind to myself while I was unable to function. But today I looked out the window and I saw this weather, and I just thought of me a year ago and just thought, wow. I just thought, wow, I can't believe how much I've changed. And a lot of it for the better. And I'm always a work in progress. I'm always evolving, wanting to work on myself. But the me last year couldn't see a way out. And with the help and support of people around me, and with the help and support of myself, the ability that even in the darkest of times I was able to hook onto things and find my joy in things and find some structure and find some routine, I did that. I did that. And days like today, on a sunny spring evening, I just feel a bit overwhelmed. And I think that, especially in the nature of struggling with mental health problems and mental illness, everything is felt in extremes, and to feel the extremes just feels like too much when you've been going through it for years and years and years worth of emotional turmoil, years worth of struggling, that even the intense, not even good emotions, I don't think there are good and bad emotions, all emotions serve a purpose, but the emotions that you look forward to, the content, the happiness, the joy, the gratitude, the elation, the buzz from just being alive, which is just so amazing. And I always thought that feeling was fleeting, and whenever I had it, I always waited for it to end, and always waited for the next thing that would batter me, rather than just actually saving that I felt that way for that moment in time. I felt great. I was just happy to be alive, happy to be here. And right now, on this sunny spring evening, I just feel really happy to be here, and I feel like for the first time in a long time I have a real sense of purpose. I feel like I accept that I'm a work in progress, and I don't berate myself for not being at the point I want to be in some places, but seeing that I'm grateful for this step that I'm in now, this part of the journey. And I feel like that gratitude for that presence of that one spot really comes from me being in the present, being focused on this moment now, having learned from the past and being aware of the future but not being scared about it. I'm just really proud of myself. I'm just really, really proud of myself, and I don't think we do that enough. I don't think we sit there enough with ourselves and go, you did that. You did that. you pulled yourself out of that dark space. You battled your darkest demons. You carried on in the face of confusion, in the face of despair, of not knowing what to do, how to do it, and just you did that. I feel like when I was really, really struggling, when I would see posts about finding the joy in life and your mindset is what dictates how your life goes, I felt so much resentment towards that because there are times when that does not feel accessible. It doesn't feel possible. It doesn't feel like something tangible that you can actually hook into or even feel, or that you're anywhere near. As much as we embrace the moments where we have the bliss, we have the joy, we have the wind hitting our face and the sun shining on us and a sense of freedom and a lightness in our chest, I think it's also important to honour and appreciate the side of us that is stuck in that place when we're not feeling good, when we might feel like the shittest thing ever, the worst thing ever, to go that sometimes when the sun is shining you don't have to go outside, you can just be, and if you need a day in bed to rest and recharge, you take that day. If you need some time to yourself to reground and refocus and find yourself, then the sun will still be coming up another day, the bugs will still be flying around, the park will still be waiting for you, and it doesn't matter if it takes you years to find that again, or find it for the first time, like for me, to be honest, like, it will still be there. I think not all of the journey feels good, a lot of the journey feels bad, but all of it is useful, all of it is helpful, all of it carves your experience, the things you become, and the person you start to become, and I'm really starting to love that person. I got disturbed and lost my train of thought. When we feel joy, we should share that joy and really be grateful for that joy, because life's hard. Life's hard, our brains are crazy, there's so much pressure, internal, external, and to just feel those moments of complete... God, it makes me really emotional. It just makes me feel so proud of the me that got through all of those times that felt inescapable. 9 months ago, I was going to go to London Pride, and I said to my friends, I might see you there, I might not. I might have to go to the psych ward. My therapist says if things don't get better in the next week, I need to admit myself. And just to have gone from there to here, I just... anything is possible, and the one key factor is that we just stick it out, to just keep our feet on this planet, to remember that not everything will last forever, even if that feeling does end up being fleeting or isn't permanent. And I don't think any emotion should be permanent, because if we were to only feel the good ones, then we wouldn't appreciate them so much. And life is complex, our brains are scary, but sometimes a little bit of grass, a tree, can just bring something. Even if months or years go by and you don't feel a certain feeling, they'll still be there, just like the grass and the trees and the dog. Hi! Hello! Oh, it's a blessed evening. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up because I've chosen a very popular spot, but I did just get to meet 2 sausage dogs, which is just... I'm gonna remember this night. It's gonna be a really special one. It's been a really special one. Sending love to everybody out there, whatever you're going through, however difficult it is, you got this. Value you, I appreciate you, stay sexy, the usual. Thank you so much for being here with me. I feel like I've got a real sense of direction at the moment. I'm finding things that fulfill me, I'm doing things solely for me and putting myself first, and the things that is unlocking for me alongside my healing and the work I've done in therapy and the support from the people around me. I feel like a new chapter's starting for me, and I'm really excited about it. Thank you for coming along for the ride.